Welcome. Welcome, runners. You have arrived at the moment your Western States dreams become a reality. Congratulations to each and every runner for the dedication, sacrifices, and courage to make it to the start line here in Olympic Valley. Tomorrow is a day to savor, enjoy, and absorb every step of your adventure to Auburn. I'm Topher Gaylord, Western States Board President, and on behalf of our Board of Directors, our race management, our 1,500 plus volunteers, welcome to the 2025 Western States 100. I'd like to acknowledge and recognize the Western States Board of Directors. If you can just stand and stay standing to give a little wave here. Lamont King, Kara Teklinski, Diana Fitzpatrick, Mo Livermore, Dennis Zyloff, Gary Towell, Magda Boulay, Dylan Bowman, Allison Thomas, Charles Savage, Tia Bonington, John Trent, and Billy Yang. I'd also like to recognize our advisory council members, John Mettinger, Tim Tweetmeyer, Don Z, Carl Hoagland, and Tony Rossman. Our medical team, Dr. Andy Pasternak, our medical research directors, Dr. Megan Roach, and Dr. Emily Kraus. I'd also like to acknowledge the enormous work of our trail manager, John Katz. So as the first 100-mile trail race in the world, we strive to be a leader in this sport, honoring our traditions and evolving proactively with the sport. Our mission at Western States has three central pillars. First and foremost, trail stewardship, trail access, and trail preservation. And that's a year-round work on this trail from Olympic Valley to Auburn. The second pillar of our mission is medical research. Western States, over our 52 years, has had the largest number of published scientific research projects in the history of ultra-endurance events. And we have two separate studies happening this year that we're very excited about, and that will continue to be a part of our mission going forward. And finally, and most importantly, we want to make sure we have a transformative and life-changing experience through our annual run. As a nonprofit organization, we're an organization fueled by the community for the community with tremendous people who make the run special for every participant that has an opportunity to run Western States, from the first to the final finisher. And Western States will always strive to be a welcoming place, to come as you are, to be embraced openly, and forever feel a sense of belonging in this community here. We hope you leave this weekend feeling like this is your people, this is it. So a few details this year. This year, the class of 2025, this year you are runners from 33 countries, 35 US states, and there are runners from every continent with the exception of Antarctica. We have 97 international runners, 26% of the field. It's the most ever in Western States history. This is the first time we've had runners from Andorra and Vietnam. 104 runners are female, which represents 28.2%, the highest ever women's percentage starting. Our youngest runner is 24 years and 2 months. We've got 6 runners 70 years and older. Our oldest starter is 80 years and 5 months. the first ever 80-plus-year-old starter at Western States. Only 64 runners in the starting field have ever finished Western States in the past. That means 305 of you will be starting for the first time and hopefully finishing for the first time. So to run Western States and to run on this trail is to become a part of its amazing history and experience the extraordinary beauty of the surrounding lands. To honor the trail and surrounding lands' earliest Native American history, I'd like to welcome Herman Fillmore of the Washoe tribe for a land welcome.
Good to see you as well, Craig. I'm going to speak in my language first, then I'll translate afterwards. Miu me anga wa mi bi washu itlu haliza digam dia lei debo itlu Herman Fillmore. Wa mimdewi modua degam dia ke ashdu de tugitiuk ashdu ogal wata degam dia ke. Liangel ashwading washugum tanu kesha lulishki ashkesha gabashki. So welcome everybody today to the homelands of the Washoe people and the Washoe tribe of Nevada and California. My name is Herman Fillmore. I'm the Culture and Language Resources Director for the tribe. And what I wanted to do today was welcome you to our homelands, to acknowledge that this is a place that predates the modern names that have been given here, the name changes that have occurred more recently, but to honor that this is a place that Washoe people have always been and will always be. We call this place here, the valley that we all are today, Mimdewi Moduet, which talks about the big deer that used to be here that we no longer see today. We call the mountains that look above this the ones that look down from above. And I also mentioned that the North Fork of the American River is called Ogalwata, recognizing that, again, bighorn sheep once were there. I hate to talk about the loss that's occurred over time because it's a sad story. All of the harm that's happened to this place, all of the changes that have occurred, especially at a time when there's so many good feelings here. So much joy, so many people coming here for their own new experiences or to return and return to these familiar bonds. But for me, coming here as a Washoe person, it's a harsh reminder of all of the changes that have happened in my own lifetime. You know, I'm only 35 years old, but I have elders who talk about being able to see to the bottom of the lake at one time, who have stories of coming here as children, who have stories of coming here when some of these places were dumps just to go and scavenge for things, to survive and to persevere in a place that's much more than just some place that we enjoy for our recreational benefit, but is a place that's a part of us. Literally the soil of this place, the waters of this place, the air of this place, it's a part of us. It's something that we're much more deeply connected to than just for one time, for one moment. And so I ask that while you're here, there's one core teaching from our communities that I'd like to pass on to you guys, and that's to not leave anything when you're gone. I was told as a young child, and it was a really cool moment coming up here, but they said that when Washoe people cleaned up their camps, you couldn't even see a footprint when they left. And while today things have changed quite a bit, I think it would be a beautiful goal for us to all strive to not leave a footprint behind, whether that be a physical footprint or a carbon footprint, but to make sure that our impact to place enhances place and doesn't detract from place. I'm a little lost for words because it's a weird time in the world, and I just want to be honest with everybody on that. That it's hard to come here and to welcome people to my homelands when there's so much harm happening across the world. And so I would just like to take a quick moment of silence. And I'd like to finish by saying that as you guys travel through this place and enjoy the beauty here, remember that beauty is all around us, that we don't necessarily need to go somewhere to have beauty, to go someplace to create community, that these are things that are a part of all of us and are important to all of us. So enjoy your time while you travel through Washoe homeland. I know it's a little treacherous up there before you get to the other side of the hill, but I just want to say in the best way that I can, Gahamu angau, gekesha angau, geshtotoli, uri gemuush angau. Be strong out there, feel good, do right, and run hard.
Thank you, Herman. Without great sponsors and great partners, Western States doesn't exist. And I'd like to acknowledge our tremendous partners. We've got awesome partners. And I'd like to start with our presenting sponsor, Hoka. They've been terrific partners for the past 6 years. They are fully engaged and fully invested in this Western States community and helping us build this community as presenting sponsors. So let's give a big warm welcome to Chris Hollis from Hoka.
Thank you, everyone. I'll keep this very quick, but Chris Hollis, Senior Manager for Global Events. Great to be here. I'm going to start with a quote from John Trent's book, The Second Sunrise. Western States just doesn't give up. Western States, from its very inception, had always been about resiliently reaching the next day. Western States had always been about the promise of a second sunrise. So tomorrow, as you embark on the battle against the relentless heat, hills, and voices in your head, I'm going to leave you with 3 things, and I promise you these 3 things, if you don't remember anything else, will potentially get you through. The first one is, when those voices come out, only listen to the ones that propel you forward. The second, the support of the staff, the Western States crew, the volunteers, everyone that you'll come across on this trail. Their support is more relentless than anything you'll face from this trail. And last, whether you see 1 sunrise or 2, what you're about to do is incredible. We at Hoka are truly honored to be part of this Western States tradition. Together we fly higher. So now go kick some ass. See you guys.
Thank you, Chris. So GU Energy has been a part of this race since their very beginnings in 1993. They've been partners to the race as sponsors. They've been partners to the race through their innovations in performance nutrition fueling, and they have created many Western States champions along the way. And we're honored to have GU Energy as our sponsor, our nutrition sponsor. They've been our nutrition sponsor for several years, and we've just announced this week that we are continuing this powerful partnership through 2029. Thank you, GU Energy. And I'd also like to acknowledge Start Running, Ultra Running Magazine, Drink Coffee, Do Stuff, Buff USA, Gooder, SFVC, Brazen Racing, The Active Joe, M45 Automotive, Flahaven Ultra Coaching, Monsters of Massage, Comstock Heritage, Vespa, Squirrels Nut Butter, SFRC, Ultimate Direction, SacFit, Sunto, Fleet Feet, Sacramento, Phoenix Lighting, Ultra Sign Up, History Expeditions, Tandri, and TrailCon. Let's give all our sponsors a big round of applause. Trail access and stewardship is not possible without the incredible partnership with the United States Forest Service and Auburn State Recreation Area. Please give a big round of applause for those 2 agencies. There's a massive amount of communication, relationship building that Craig and the entire race management team, John Katz, work with those agencies daily and throughout the year. I'd also like to give a shout out to the live broadcast team, Mountain Outpost, who's here broadcasting today. And we have a 31-hour live continuous broadcast kicking off tomorrow morning at 4:15 a.m. and rolling all the way through the golden hour, 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. And a special thank you to Billy Yang, our director and executive producer of the broadcast, and the entire Mountain Outpost team. It's going to be great. Tune in, and it's on the Western States YouTube channel. So I'd also like to recognize the unique partnership we have with the UTMB World Series. Western States and UTMB have been collaborating and partnering in different ways for the past 11 years. We collaborate by sharing race management, best practices, runner safety, trail stewardship, live timing systems, medical research, and now we participate in the UTMB World Series, and UTMB participates in the Hoka Western States Golden Ticket Series. We remain two independent organizations with great friendships. Every Western States finisher gains entry into the UTMB Chamonix lottery with 4 running stones, and the top 3 female and male finishers gain automatic entry into the 2026 UTMB. So thank you, UTMB, for the partnership. You know, Chris Hollis talked a little bit about the power of volunteers in the crews and the aid station crews that are out there. Volunteerism is the bedrock of our organization. It literally is what propels many runners down the trail. And although you'll take every step under your own power, you'll never be alone. And you're supported by an incredible network of volunteers that will help you. And we'd like to recognize here today some extraordinary new awards that we have. We've developed 3 new inaugural awards, which will be awarded annually to help us celebrate and acknowledge the great work of our volunteers. So I'll explain the 3 awards, and then I'm going to ask the 3 award recipients to come up and receive their awards. The first award is the Captain Marvin Jacinto Community Leadership Award, which honors a volunteer whose work on trails and connecting our race to the community has been extraordinary. The Sophie Brown Volunteer Spirit Award, which honors an exceptional volunteer whose dedication at an aid station has gone above and beyond in helping our runners. And anyone who's run any ultra, which is all of you because you had to get in, know that an aid station volunteer can be the difference between dropping and finishing. And so to earn this award is exceptional. The Dr. Bob Lind Medical Humanitarian Award, which honors a member of our medical team whose longtime contributions have provided compassionate care or furthered our medical research efforts. And those who don't know, Dr. Bob Lind was our original medical director. His family is represented here today with Paul Lind and Cody Lind, 3 generations of Lind family that have run the race and continue to be a part of the volunteer spirit and participate in making this race great. So, the award winners for the Captain Marvin Jacinto Award, Matt Keys, one of our greatest members of our Trails and Communications team, is the recipient of the Captain Marvin Jacinto Award. Matt happens to be, so big round of applause for Matt. Matt happens to be out on the trails right now, so he's doing some final work. These are surprise awards, and so he had a mission to do today, and he can't be with us, but he certainly will feel the energy of this crowd. The Sandra, okay, now I'd like to introduce the Sophie Brown Award winner, Sandra Opilia. Sandra. Sandra is an indispensable figure at Devil's Thumb Aid Station. And everyone knows this can be one of the toughest aid stations in the world of ultra running to come into. And we talk about people who literally pull you back from the dead. That's Sandra. So the next award recipient is Dr. Jeff Kurland. Jeff has, for nearly 40 years, has led the medical team at Forest Hill Aid Station, and he's the first recipient of the Dr. Bob Lind Medical Humanitarian Award. Jeff and Sandy, come on out right on front. All right, right in front there. All right, everyone give a big round of applause for Jeff and Sandy. Thank you. Thank you both. All right, I'm going to hand it over to Craig Thornley, our race director.
Thanks, Topher. Let's start off. If you got in off the wait list, will you stand up? This was a rather unusual wait list year. It was hardly moving at all. Early on, I had a couple of you send me emails, say, "Is it broken, Craig?" Hey, no, I'm connected to the internet 24/7 all the time. Anytime someone drops out, I'm immediately inviting the waitlister. On Memorial Day weekend, that's where things started changing, and it's like one after the other after the other. There's only 2 people left on the wait list, and they weren't here today. So 3 people got in on Monday and Tuesday, and then the last one, Rusty. Where's Rusty? There's Rusty. So Rusty and I were communicating all week, and he kept asking me, what are my odds of getting in? And I said, I don't know. I can't predict who's not going to show. He was trying to decide whether he should fly here from the UK or not. So he decided, because I couldn't tell him, yes, if you came here, we could find a spot magically. He flew from the UK, and during that flight, or one of the 2 flights, we had a runner from California drop out, and I got to send Rusty an invitation when he landed in the United States. He had a spot. The stories are not always that good, Rusty, so I'm glad it worked out for you. Thank you. Thanks for all the waitlisters. I can't believe we went all the way down with only 2 left. So the course is looking quite good. We've been working really hard since January. We have a few new types of trail work to do because of mosquito fire. We had to buy 2 new weed eaters this year because now that there are fewer trees, the grass is just growing like crazy, and we had to weed eat before the Canyons race and then after the Canyons race, and a lot of trees that keep falling down. But I think we got every tree off the trail. If you see a tree tomorrow, send me a text, and we'll get someone out to get probably Matt Keys. It should be really good. The snow is almost completely gone. There's a patch of snow on the climb up to Watson's Monument, and then there may be 1 or 2 patches after that. So snow won't be an issue. Granite Chief, we're still on the old trail. We're not using the new trail yet that we've been working on. You will get wet on the old trail. And I want you to see how bad that trail is, because it is a creek. So your feet will get wet. This is what we're trying to avoid by doing the Granite Chief reroute. So plan on your feet getting wet through Granite Chief. Then Duncan Canyon is wet. It's not that high, but you cannot get across without getting wet. The other place that you will absolutely get wet is when you cross the river at mile 78. We'll be doing that with a cable strung across and volunteers standing in there for hours and hours at a time. PFDs, or personal flotation devices, or life jackets, will be optional. If you want to put one on, put one on. If you don't, don't. I just ask that no matter who you are, if you're an elite runner and you know how to swim or you're a triathlete, keep one hand on the rope. You will go downstream. It is a current, even though the water will be lower. Course markings, we will use, well, it's already marked, pink ribbons and pink pin flags, so the little landscaping ones. Those will be between 5 and 8 markers per mile, or 3 to 5 per kilometer. And then we also have yellow signs that say left turn, right turn. If you see a turn sign that says left turn and it's upside down, we did not put it there. So follow those markings, no other markings, no other colors. There will be a few places where there's flour on the ground, arrows. Your bib must be worn on the front. It's an RFID tag. Almost every aid station, we will record your bib when you pass through there without you even knowing it. There's still a couple places where we do it by hand, so we need your bib visible. And if there is someone taking your bib down, make their job a little easier by telling them what your bib is. If you don't start tomorrow morning, please let us know. We won't be able to get anybody else off the wait list. There are only 2 left, and they're not here. So let us know. Our volunteers will do everything to help you get to Auburn. But dropping out is not the end of the world. If it's not your day, it's okay to drop out. I hate saying that, but I don't want people running themselves into the hospital. Andy and I do not want to see any of you in the hospital after the race. You're the only one who knows if you're doing damage. The medical folks are out there to help you. They are your ally. Use them as your ally. They are not there to pull you from the race. They're there to help you get to the finish line. For crews, there will be tram rides tomorrow morning starting at 4 a.m. You can purchase them either online or tomorrow morning. They'll be 20 minutes apart starting at 4 a.m. 4 a.m., 4:20, 4:40, and 5 a.m., $19 round trip. This is the first time we've ever had these open this early, so thanks Palisades Tahoe for doing that. If you decide to hike up there, you can take the tram ride down free. It's always free down. The shuttles, Carrie and Todd probably talked about these yesterday. You guys already heard this, but I will reiterate this. Robinson Flat, there's a shuttle, 3 buses. We park at Sailor Flat, 1.5 miles away. Some of you will be parked at the top. Some of you will be parked on the road. Some of you will be parked right at Sailor Flat and you take the bus. Do whatever the volunteers ask you to do. Don't wait in line because you want to get up to the top. We got to get everybody up there. This is our hardest crew spot. There's a lot of people there. So please follow the instructions of the volunteers. Michigan Bluff, it's a short shuttle bus or a walk. It's fairly easy. And then the Nearside River Crossing, we have small vans. We'll be shuttling crews about noon. And that's about 2 miles. You could do that on your own if you want, if you don't want to wait. 2 new crew rule changes. For most of you, you've never been here before, so this will be it won't feel like a change, but if you've crewed here before, the 2 changes are no crewing on Bath Road. So you can crew from the top of Bath Road all the way to California Street in Forest Hill in one spot. And then you can't go below Green Gate on the far side. That's it. Drive carefully, cooperatively, obviously carpool if you can. There's going to be a lot of spectators in addition to crews out there. And I think we had 180 media passes. There's a lot of people out there. So be kind to each other, work cooperatively. If you're pacing a 29-hour runner and somebody else is pacing a 15-hour runner, let them get ahead of you in any kind of queue. Next, I'll do Larry's forecast, which I just got right before the briefing here. So I sent the 5-day out forecast on Monday. This is Larry's forecast at 11 a.m. this morning. I'm sorry if you don't speak Fahrenheit. So in the morning, it'll be 47 degrees, according to Larry, in Olympic Valley. When you climb to the escarpment at 6 a.m., it'll be 53 degrees. At Robinson Flat, at 9 a.m. for the front runners, 66 degrees. 11 a.m., 72 degrees, 1 p.m., 74, 3 p.m., 74. Not super hot, but there's a lot of exposed ridgeline running, so make sure you stay wet and use the ice that we provide. Michigan Bluff, 2 p.m., 89 degrees. That's getting a little warmer. 4 p.m., 91 degrees, 6 p.m., 88, 8 p.m., 84. The river crossing at 2 p.m., 95 degrees. 5 p.m., 99 degrees. It'll help if you're slower. It'll be cooler. Because by 8 p.m., it's only going to be 90 degrees. And then 3 a.m., for a lot of you, that'll be when you cross, it's going to be 69. So it pays to be slow. Slower. And then at Placer High, 1 p.m. on Saturday, 93 degrees, 4 p.m., 96, 7 p.m., 92, midnight, 75, 5 a.m., 67, and Sunday at 11 a.m., when the race officially ends, it'll be 87 degrees. So it's a above average year, temperature-wise. So yeah, stay wet, get in all the creeks and the rivers, and use the ice. Thank you, Larry, for doing the forecast, my friend from Oregon State. Andy Pasternak, our medical director. Andy got a Friend of the Trail award last night, and he had us all crying in my suite.
That's why I'm here.
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks, Craig. So thanks, Craig, Topher, and the board for having me. It's a huge privilege for me to be representing the medical team here at Western States. Many of our medical team have been here volunteering for 10 years. We just saw the award that Dr. Curlin got, and many of them have been in the race and are trail runners. The first medical director of Western States, Dr. Bob Lind, had a famous quote: "We look into the eyes of the runners to see if their soul has separated from their body." The mission of the medical team is to get as many runners to the finish line as safely as possible. We want to keep our runners moving forward on the trail where soul meets body. Every year we have a few runners end up in the hospital. We do not want to have that happen to you. We want you to get your buckle, but there is nothing worse than talking to runners who are in the hospital the next day. So if you're having any issues, please consult with the medical team. We're going to have medical staff at basically almost at every other Red station. It's Red Star, Robinson Flat, Last Chance, Devil's Thumb, Michigan Bluff, Forest Hill, Peachstone, Rucky, ALT, and Pointed Rocks. You can tell the medical staff because they are wearing red t-shirts. Everybody else is going to be wearing different colors. If you see a red t-shirt, that's the medical staff. The things that we worry about at this race, everyone's like, it's a net downhill race. It shouldn't be that hard. But it does have some particular challenges that cause runners to end up in the hospital. We want you to hydrate. We want you to drink to thirst. It's going to be hot, but we also don't want you overhydrating and developing what we call hyponatremia or low sodium. So drink to thirst. Don't take, in our medical kits, we do have Tylenol. We do not recommend taking any ibuprofen, Advil, or other nonsteroidals. Those are really tough on your kidneys, and we've had runners end up in the hospital on dialysis because of the combination of rhabdo and nonsteroidals. It's obviously, Craig talked to you about the heat. If it's getting hot, slow down a little bit, cool off. We got plenty of ice for you out there. We have an incredible blister team. So if you're getting blisters, talk to Tanya Olson. She's going to be at Michigan Bluff. So if you're before Michigan Bluff and you can get to Michigan Bluff, they have a whole big blister team there. We're also going to have blister care at all the other aid stations. If you do end up in the ER, please get a hold of myself or Craig. We like to keep track of these things. Sometimes we can talk to the ER docs and give them some information that may help to prevent you being hospitalized or may help to expedite your care. And then finally, if you do see runners in distress, the worst thing you can do is we get people come up, especially like around Devil's Thumb, and they're like, man, there's a runner behind me who looks really bad. We're like, okay, what do you mean by really bad? And sometimes that runner comes up, and I know the runner. I'm like, no, that's how they normally look. That's, you know. So if you do see a runner in distress, I would say the biggest thing to do is ask them, do you need some medical help? If they do, make sure to get their bib number, their location, if you can give us some sense of where they're at, and just basic things like, are they responsive? Are they breathing? Do they have a pulse? Are they communicating? And if you can get us that information to the medical team, then we can kind of take it from there. One last thing, if there are medical emergencies, try to do things through our medical team and our aid stations. We have net control. We have all of our people on, we kind of know what to do if there's an emergency. Sometimes we get people, especially if you have cell phone coverage, calling 911, and I get it. I'm not going to criticize anyone who does that, but sometimes if you use our communication, we're able to get people help faster. So good luck tomorrow. I hope to see none of you, and except for at the finish line.
Thanks, Andy. Before we call up the elites and Topher will read off all their names, I just want to say something that I wrote in the intro piece in the program. You are running through one of the most beautiful, historic, and spiritually rich trail corridors in the world. Breathe it in and let it fuel you. I encourage you, if you finish early, to hang out at the finish line and watch others finish. That's one of the best things about our finish line is it's very accommodating, even though it may be sunny in the morning. Hang out. When I ran many years ago, I would just sleep on the infield, and maybe I wouldn't be awake for everybody, but I'd hear some of my friends, or it's just a really cool place to be. So I encourage you not to just go back to your hotel room and stay there until the award ceremony. Celebrate everybody else's finish as much as your own. And I will see you in Auburn.
Right on, Craig. A real-time update on the tram. Just some additional details. Hoka has generously offered to purchase any of your tickets if you have an interest of riding up the tram tomorrow morning. So the tram is running every 20 minutes, as Craig mentioned, 4 a.m., 4:20, 4:40, and 5 a.m. So every 0, 20, and 40 on the hour from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. And you just walk into the tram building and look for Hoka, and they'll give you a ticket. So let's get a big round of applause from Hoka. And perhaps it's going to be one of the biggest years ever on the escarpment. So this is the time that we invite up our fastest and elite runners in the field. It's very rare that we get to see them from the front side. So we're going to give you that one chance this afternoon. We're going to start with our women's field. And I'm going to invite all of these runners up. You can come line up right in front of the stage here, and then we're going to talk about them. Keely Henninger, Marianne Hogan, Abby Hall, Fiona Pascal, Aaron Clark, Caitlin Fielder, Tara Dower, Hannah Allgood, Johanna Antila, Riley Brady, Ha Ho, Rosanna Bukauer, Martina Milanarchik, Heather Jackson, Ida Nielsen, Emily Hawgood, and Esther Chilog, and Fu Zhao Zhang. All right, as they assemble here. All right. So she has won the Black Canyon 100K to earn her golden ticket. She's a two-time winner at the Lake Sonoma 50. She was 9th at Western States in 2021. From Portland, Oregon, Keely Henninger. She earned her golden ticket at Canyons 100K by UTMB. She's won the Swiss Canyon Trail 111K and the Bandera 100K. She was 3rd at Western States in 2022. From Quebec, Canada, Marianne Hogan. She won the Kosciuszko 100 by UTMB. She's placed 3rd at UTMB Mont Blanc CCC. She earned her golden ticket at Chianti Ultra Trail by UTMB 120K. From Flagstaff, Arizona, Abby Hall. She won the Chianti Castles by UTMB 100K to earn her golden ticket. She has also won the Julian Alps 174K in Slovenia and the Mozart 106K in Austria. From Taunton, England, Fiona Pascal. She's won the Lake Sonoma 50 miler. She earned her golden ticket at Canyons by UTMB 100K. From Missoula, Montana, Erin Clark. She was 2nd at Tearaway 100K to earn her golden ticket. She won the Grand Trail Templier 80K in France last summer. A native of New Zealand, now living in Andorra, Caitlin Fielder. She earned her golden ticket at the Black Canyon 100K. Last summer, she set the fastest known time on the Appalachian Trail. She also won the Lake Sonoma 50 in April. From Durango, Colorado, Tara Dower. She won the Rugged Eiger Trail 101K last year. She earned her golden ticket at the Javelina 100. From Colorado Springs, Colorado, Hannah Allgood. She won the Trans Lantau by UTMB 120K. She earned her golden ticket at Chianti Ultra Trail by UTMB 120K. From Vasa, Finland, Johanna Antila. They won the Javelina 100 miler last fall to earn a golden ticket and set a course record at the Black Canyon 100K in February. They set the course record at Quad Rock 50. From Boulder, Colorado, Riley Brady. She has won the Vietnam Mountain 106K, the Doi Ethanon by UTMB 97K. She earned her golden ticket at the UTMB Mont Blanc CCC 101K. From Sapa, Vietnam, Ha Ho. She won the Lavaredo Ultra Trail 120K last year. She earned her golden ticket at the UTMB Mont Blanc CCC. From Germany, Rosanna Buchara. She was new to the ultra scene in 2024, finishing 2nd at the CCC 100K. To earn her golden ticket to this year's race, from Krakow, Poland, Martina Milinarczyk. She's a former professional triathlete who turned ultra running in 2022. She was 7th here last year. From Bend, Oregon, Heather Jackson. She was 6th at last year's race. She won the Trans Gran Canaria 82K in February. Originally from Sweden, now living in Norway, Ida Nielsen. fourth in last year's race. She has finished in the top 10 in each of the last 4 years here at Western States. She recently won the Canyons by UTMB 100K. She's a native of Zimbabwe, currently living in Roseville, California. Emily Hawgood. She's finished third in the last 2 Western States. She won Australia's Buffalo Stampede 100K. Originally from Hungary, she's now living in Hong Kong. Esther Chilag. She finished second here last year and posted the 3rd fastest women's time in race history. She has won 10 of her last 12 ultras. From China, Fu Xiaozhang. Let's give a huge round of applause for our elite female field. We're just doing a little tight photo here. Thank you to our women's field. And good luck. All right, now I'd like to call up our men's elite field, and please come on up to the stage here. Hans Troyer, Nick Bassett, Jeff Mogavero, Hannes Nomberger, Hiroki Kai, Dan Green, Adrian McDonald, Ryan Montgomery, Joe McConaughey, Seth Ruling, David Roach, Peter Frano, Vincent Bouillard, Chris Myers, Caleb Olson, Daniel Jones, Rod Farvard, Adam Peterman, and Killian Jornet. All right. He earned a golden ticket at Canyons by UTMB 100K. He also won the Way Too Cool 50K and the Bandera 100K. From Georgia, Hans Troyer. All right, he is already the oldest finisher in race history. He returns in an attempt to finish in the age category of 80 plus. At 80 years old and 5 months from Cheyenne, Wyoming, Nick Bassett. He was fourth at Canyons by UTMB 100K in May. He earned his golden ticket at Javelina 100 last October. From Missoula, Montana, Jeff Mogavero. A 3-time winner of the Lavaredo Ultra Trail 120K, he earned a golden ticket at Canyons by UTMB 100K in April. From Germany, Hannes Nomberger. He was fourth at Lake Sonoma 50 Mile in April. He earned his golden ticket at Tarawera by UTMB 102K. From Tokyo, Japan, Hiroki Kai. He was third at Javelina 100. He's the 2025 Cocodona 250-mile champion, setting a new course record just a month and a half ago. He's in on the wait list just a week and a half later. From Huntington, West Virginia, Dan Green. A two-time winner of the Leadville Trail 100, he earned his golden ticket winning the Tarawera 100. From Fort Collins, Colorado, Adrian McDonald. They were third at the Leadville Trail 100 miler. They earned their golden ticket at Canyons by UTMB 100K, currently from Hanover, New Hampshire, Ryan Montgomery. A record-setting thru hiker, he has won the Cocodona 250. From Seattle, Washington, Joe Stringbean McConaughey. He set a course record while earning a golden ticket at the Black Canyon 100K. He's also a two-time winner of JFK 50 from Boulder, Colorado, Seth Ruling. He set a course record at the Leadville Trail 100 last summer in his 100-mile debut and backed it up with a win at the Javelina 100. From Boulder, Colorado, David Roach. He won a golden ticket at the UTMB Mont Blanc CCC. He was third at the World Trail Running Championships in Austria. From Brezno, Slovakia, Peter Frano. He was the 2024 UTMB Mont Blanc champion. He earned his golden ticket at Chianti by UTMB. From Annecy, France, Vincent Bouillard. Tenth at last year's race here. He won the 2025 Chuckin' Up 50K. He was third at the 2025 Lake Sonoma 50 miler. From Nederland, Colorado, Chris Myers. He was fifth here last year, posting the fastest debut time ever. He won the 2025 Trans Gran Canaria. From Draper, Utah, Caleb Olson. He was fifth in 2023 and fourth last year here at Western States. He also won the Tarawera 100K for the third straight year in February. From Wellington, New Zealand, Danny Jones. He was the 2024 Canyons by UTMB 100K champion. He was second at Western States last year with the third fastest time in race history. From Mammoth Lakes, California, Rod Farvard. He was the 2022 Western States champion. He earned his golden ticket at UTMB Mont Blanc CCC. He recently won the Gorge Waterfalls 100K. From Missoula, Montana, Adam Peterman. He was the 2011 Western States champion. He's a four-time champion at UTMB Mont Blanc. He has won the Hard Rock 100 5 times. He's summited Mount Everest twice in 1 week without oxygen. Originally from Catalonia, Spain, he now lives in Norway, Kilian Jornet. Let's give a big round of applause for our elite field. And then if we could just ask you to squeeze in for a photo, Hillary will give us the nod when we're good. So if we could just ask our 70-plus age runners, we've got 6 of them, come on up to the stage here, and we're just going to do a photo. But before we do close things down, we just want to say there are no guarantees in running a 100-miler, and Western States is one of these races that if you bring your best self to every moment of the day will be yours, regardless of the outcome. We wish you the very best, and we'll see you in Auburn. Thank you.